Welcome to the Star Dropit. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup?
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, for some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be... This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these... Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow... I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in... 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. And from Batal, this alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes... To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain a more useful... You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to...
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
How very peculiar. Phasus. Now there's a name to remember.
It seems we must venture to Trevor Mine. I believe it lies to the northwest of Vernworth. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
A new day, a new perspective.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Mayhap you'll...
A minor dawn is upon us. I've got hold of the enemy. Oh! Methinks the fiend has grown back. Perhaps to feel the enemy's movements have grown sluggish.
find an opportunity to retreat, I say we take it. It is hardly cowardice to know hope of victory begins.
Brute and quite the temper.
Just a short rest.
I'm saved. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Must take care to observe our foes. Only a fool rushes blindly into the fray.
Do not waste this chance. Must press home our advantage.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only it weren't so...
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? Best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
I don't know about you, Master, but word of...
You best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here, that's for...
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Is that who I think it is?
stairs that follow...
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Quite the sum of gold we just spent. 'Tis clear the Arisen is no miser.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a city. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
This is the inn. We've room to spare, of course. Nothing's free in this world. It pains me to say it, but I've nothing to share.
You'll not believe the journey I've...
A good sleep does wonders.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. Master, you would do well to offload some of your supplies. Unless you intend to make a living as a merchant.
Dare I presume I've caught your eye?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuitions. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that for 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills that to begin with. Those who wander into the village are evaluated. Of course, you are no exception. Which is to say, you have my... Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informers. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain. In response, she's... Oops. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard... Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my... Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and...
Don't bring trouble to my door, you hear? Don't bring trouble to my door, you hear?
It is not worth writing home about. Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on figures you'd want to know about. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinary. But I suppose I can tell you, his real name is Dara. But he's been we had no choice, see? After he went off to play the folk, we're men and women of shadow. That's why he was cast out. He'll need that all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line, but he failed. Took a massive so the title. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as... And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he... Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me. Anyway, most we send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that we only train the rare few who... That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next...
Take joys by the handful and regrets by the pit. I'm in no mood for a chinwag.
You're the one, then? Fie. I'd hoped I'd not be seeing you here.
This bodes ill. That's quite enough!
You've my gratitude.
Huzzah!
Take it easy today. My knees are acting up. I've things to do, if you don't mind.
I wasn't worried for a moment. Wherever you go, we pawns will always find you, Arisen.
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms.
This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an unruly attitude and overconfidence. And in the end, we turn our backs on our master and our duty. Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. There, Master! A hobgoblin! And I might just let you live.
You should be. Where do you think you're going, eh? Careful.
As planned. Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
We'll see each other again.
It will be an honor to serve by your side. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Your ability to trip over nothing.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I can't even think straight.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. We cannot break it from this side.
Perhaps. Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Why are you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern.
This looks as good a place as any.
I suppose I'll just have to make the best of this.
There, Master! Saurians!
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different tack.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup? Always a pleasure.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
What to make of this?
Fancy a gander?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful from the pains he took to remain unseen. 'Tis plain that Allard wished this delivered. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his... He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a... For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear... And so, in honor of his supposed valor, there have been... The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the... But mayhap approaching the false sovereign... What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this, if that is your judgment, Your Majesty? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, Your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named... But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance? I see. If Your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same. Ah, but of course. I surmise a clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be furthermore. 'Twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence. We shall and all the while, the doubts lurking in the heart. A clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course.